Hi guys, I'm Jerica Henderson. I'm a part of the American Heart Association's customer care team, and I will be walking you through your online webinar today. If you have any questions, you can always email us at ymcustomercare@heart.org, or you can also call us at 855-229-4424. So let's get started.
All right, here we go. So this is the main page. You can visit www.heart.org/jump, or you can go to www.heart.org/hoops. It will take you to this main page. Then all you have to do is click on the headquarters login. It will provide you with a couple of boxes. Put your username in the first one, your password in the next one, and hit the login button. I've already done so, so here is the main page. This is called your headquarters. Anytime that you are clicking around and need to get back here, you can always look for the Heart My HQ at the top of the page. To know that you are logged in, you can look for the log out button, or it will say welcome and then your name. I'm going to just briefly go over some of the exciting stuff that we have on the headquarters that will help you in your fundraising efforts. From the HQ, towards the middle, you will see your school page link. This is a user-friendly URL that you can copy and paste into any social media that your school may have, or you can copy and paste it into any flyers or emails that's being sent out to the students or the parents of the school. The next section is where you can find our shared educational resources, your online assignment, Homework with Heart, and then also a video to how to order your thank you gifts. I encourage you to click around the shared educational resources and see what works best for your school. The next two, online assignment and Homework with Heart, those have to do with getting kids and your students online. The more kiddos online, the more cash and checks out of your hands, and they automatically show up on the website. The next section is your school statistics. You can change your school goal by clicking this button and updating it right here. I encourage you to talk to your youth market director to set that goal. The next section is your personal fundraising. You are not only the coordinator of the school, but you are also signed up to be involved in the fundraising for the school. So you do have that opportunity, and this is your personal fundraising section. The next two areas are the step 1 and step 2. This has to do with the Zoo Crew eCard Challenge. The kids, when they sign up online, they do have the option to send out e-cards. All they have to do is click on the Take the Zoo Crew Challenge button here. They can customize one of the characters by putting their face on the character's body. Then they take a challenge. They send that out to 10 different friends and family. And once they do that, you will receive a notification in the morning saying that they have earned the Zoo Crew badge, which is one of the great instant gifts that we can give out to the kiddos to say thank you so much for taking those steps. The next section, we're going to scroll back all the way up to the top. We can edit our school page. We encourage you to do this because it does personalize the school page. So when parents and friends and family do receive that link that you've given to them, they will recognize they're on the right school page. And you can do this by clicking on the Edit School Page link right here. Once you come to the page, it is very simple. It's just like attaching an email or attaching a document to an email. Once it's loaded, you will know you're on the right page by seeing this orange writing that says Edit Your School Page. You can click the Upload an Image button. It will take you to a section where you can browse your computer, locate the file or the picture that you would like to upload, click on it, and then hit the Submit button. Once you've done that, it'll show up as a thumbnail. And then you can click the Click Here to Return button, which will take you back to the previous page, and you can add text. In the text box, you can add when the donations are due, when your kickoff is, when the assembly is, when the event date is, any details around your event you can place here. Once you have done that, you can hit the Submit button. It'll automatically go live right then. From here, the next step is to send an email. We do have an awesome email headquarters by clicking on this tab, the email orange tab. It will take you to your email headquarters. You can actually send one email up to 100 different people. That's pretty exciting. The first thing I would encourage you to do is take a look at your address book, which is right here. It's email your team or past participants. For all the returning coordinators, this will have all the lists of your past students that you can email and invite them back online. We also encourage you can always put your name in the greeting box, your email in the recipient box. Then you can choose the template that you would like to send out, and I'm going to choose Get a Jumpstart Email. This is encouraging your students to get online. It also gives you a 4-step process on how to do so, and it also gives the parents some information about the ZooCrew eCard challenge. Once you've done that, all you have to do is hit send the email. This will of course go to yourself. Then you can personalize it with your school information, maybe some of the dates, and you can even put the school page link from your headquarters in there. We encourage you to talk with your secretary and see if she has a distribution list that you can send out to everyone in the school. That way, everybody that has provided an email address will get touched by this email and an invitation to get online. We do have multiple templates, so once you send out the first one, it's pretty easy to look through the other ones. We do have a 1 week before assembly. We have the Take the ZooCrew eCard challenge. So I encourage you to go through those and see what works best for your school. So now that we've gone through the email process, I definitely want to touch on the reports section. So let's go back to Heart My HQ. And under the steps to fundraising success, there is a View Reports button. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and it should take us to our school detail report. This detailed report will show you your online students. It will also show you the e-cards and how many e-cards that they've sent out. It'll show you how many emails from their headquarters they've sent, the total raised, the t-shirt size, homeroom teacher, and the challenge taken. Again, this does show you online students only. All right, so now we're ready to go through the thank you gift section. But first, we definitely have to go back to Heart My HQ. This will provide you a link to the thank you gift section. Once it has shown up, you will see the thank you gifts on the orange tab, and also you can find it on the blue tile under the Steps to Fundraising Success. Go ahead and click on that. It'll open in a new tab, and we're calling this your dashboard. From here, on this left-hand side, you will see you'll have your contact information and the school information. If you need to make any adjustments to that, to your email, to your name, maybe the address, all you have to do is hit this edit button and correct the information here. Also, a new thing this year is you can add an email, maybe a coworker, maybe a secretary, maybe a parent volunteer. You can add their email here, and they will receive the instant gift notifications that come out to you every morning. All you have to do is put in their email address, hit the add button, and they're added. Once you've done that, all you have to do is click the done button up in the right-hand corner. It'll take you back to the dashboard. This middle portion are all of your steps. We're going to mainly concentrate on 2 and 3 once you get into the thick of things, but let's take a look at step 1. Go ahead and hit that continue button. This gives you the opportunity to fill out the last day of school. It also gives you the opportunity to provide us with the first and last name of the principal of the school. And I'll just quickly fill that out. And in the next section, it shows that you can turn off or on, or yes or no, the grades that are participating. It's as simple as a click. Once you have done that, you can fill out the address and hit the Done button. Once that's done, your school information will say complete. You can always go in and edit it at any time. All right, let's take a look at step 2. This is where you're going to enter your students that are not online and also any cash or check donations. So we're going to hit the Continue button. It also could say an Edit button, so either one would work. In here, we break this down into 3 different sections. This left-hand side is how you're going to filter the report. If I only wanted to see my incomplete students, I can hit the Fix button, and it'll filter out anyone else and only show me the kids that their profiles may need some assistance or more information. So let's take a look at Madison Allen. If I wanted to correct her information, all I have to do is click on her name, which is on a nameplate provided by the system. She's also an online student because of the little tree topper. So I'm going to click on her name, and as you can see on the right-hand side, her profile shows up. We are missing whether she's a Hoops for Heart kid or a Jump Rope for Heart. Some schools are only doing one or the other, so you will not have this option. Right now, this is a dual school. So she's a Hoops for Heart kid, and she's also in 1st grade. And you can see she's made an online donation of $10. So that is already in there. We can now add any cash or checks to this by just simply typing in how much the total is of the cash and checks. So she brought in $20 of cash and maybe a $10 check. As I put them in, I do hit the Tab button on my keyboard, and you'll see a pop-up that says Student Data Updated. Once we've done that, it's completed on her profile, and she is done. If we did not want the filters on our report any longer, we can click the Clear button, and it'll show us once again everyone on our list. So that's how the filters work, and also updating the profile. This middle portion does show each of your kids, whether they are offline students that you've put in or any online students. Their information will be here. Like I said, it's called a nameplate. It will show you what the total amount of funds they have raised. It'll say their name, their address, what grade they're in, and also their homeroom teacher. If you have a new student that brought you $20 in, all you have to do is hit the Add Student button. Then all the way on the right-hand side, we can add a student. It's very simple. All we have to do is type in the information. If you have the email address, you can provide it there. I am a Hoops for Heart kid. I'm going to be in 3rd grade, and I brought in $50 in checks. Again, I hit the Tab button to close out that line on my keyboard. This time there is a Save button at the bottom. But first, because it's $50 or more, I do have to fill up the t-shirt size. And then I hit the Save button. I will automatically show in the middle, right here. You do have the ability to search for a kid's name, so you can type in their name here. You can also print this in a PDF document, or you can export it to Excel. Also, once you're done with adding kids, you can also sort this list by first name, last name, grade, or teacher. So once you do that, it'll sort it, and now you can print it off if you'd like a PDF document. All right, so I'm done with adding any of my students and correcting or adding any of the offline donations. So I'm going to come up here to the upper left-hand corner and hit the Return to Dashboard. Once I've updated the students, you will see that 2 boxes appear. One will tell you how many online students you have received that are new. It'll also tell you how many undelivered instant gifts that need to be handed out. You can click on this View button and it'll automatically give you a filtered report. It will only show you the kids that need those instant gifts. We can also hit the Edit button under Manage Thank You Gifts, and that will take you to the general report and not the filtered report. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Edit button. And as you can see, it's very similar to Step 2's screen, whereas the left-hand side is where you filter. One of the best filters that you can use is under delivery. Hit that drop down arrow, click on the undelivered instant gifts, and hit apply filters. So now it's only showing me in the middle the kids that have not earned or have not received their earned instant gifts. So I saw Madison Allen in the hallway today. I did give her Mr. Tusker's. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Mr. Tusker's. As you can see, he went from a grayed out badge with a time clock underneath to a colored badge with a check mark, meaning that he has received, or Madison has received, that instant gift. This one is showing 3 different badges. We've already given Callie her Rory badge, or her Rory McPherson and lanyard. We still need to give her Mr. Tusker's, and also she has sent out those 10 eCard Challenge emails, and so she earned the Zoo Crew badge. Once we've done that, we've handed them out, we can click on them. Again, they turn to a color, it's automatically saved, and it's saying that you've already delivered it. You can also print this report by clicking the print button. It will give you a PDF document, or you can export it to Excel. You can also, if you have a smartphone or a tablet or an iPad, you can download our mobile app by going to the Play Store or iTunes and looking for Jump Rope or Hoops for Heart. It will have our logo on there. You can download it. You can log in with the same username and password that you did on the computer, and you can manage your thank you gifts through there. It does talk with your desktop, so you can use either the desktop version or your smartphone app as well. At this time, we're gonna we have already handed out all of our thank you gifts, the instant thank you gifts, and now we're ready to order our gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and go to return to dashboard. And step 4 is order thank you gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just real briefly the 3 steps to ordering your thank you gifts. So I'm going to hit the pending button. And you can see it's 3 simple steps. The first question that we see is participants receiving envelopes. This is how many envelopes you've sent out or sent home with the kids. This section is $5 students without envelopes. So this is all of the kiddos that brought you $5 and you've collected their cash and checks and you've given them Rory and the lanyard. You can type in an amount of kids that you have received that from, or you can type in a dollar amount. Once you've done that, it will be added to your total, and then we hit the next button. On the left-hand side, it'll show you your top fundraiser. In the middle, from left to right, we will show you how many U.S. game certificates you have earned. We'll also have the volunteer thank you gifts, and it gives you a rundown of what gifts we're ordering. When you hit the next button, we want to make sure that we have the correct contact information. So if there is an issue with your order, we can definitely get a hold of you. Also, we want to make sure the school information is correct, especially the last day of school, because we want to make sure you get those gifts before the last day of school. We also want to know when you are going to mail your cash or your checks in to our lockbox. So you just type in that date right there. Also, we always want you back next year because we truly appreciate the support that you've shown. So go ahead and give us maybe a potential date that you want to schedule for next year. The next section is the order, where your order is going to be sent to. Make sure that address is correct. Where any email correspondence will be going to. The special instructions area, if you want us to know of any extra or special instances, just type it out here and we'll be alerted there. And then also we want to make sure the principal information is correct because we do want to send them a thank you email as well. On this right hand side, you will see that all cash donations must be submitted as a check. So cash needs to be converted through the school or local bank that will waive any of the fees. And then of course, always allow 4 weeks at minimum to receive your thank you gifts. Once you've done that, you can hit the submit button and you're off and running. Once you hit the submit button on the dashboard, you will have the ability to print the summary gift order form, which then you will put with your checks in an envelope and send it to us.
Thank you for joining me today on this webinar. If you have any questions about the information covered or anything else you may run into, you can email us at ymcustomercare@heart.org. You can even give us a call at 229-4424. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is Central Standard Time. But leave us a message and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. Last but not least, thank you. From the customer care team to you.